Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. We have seen sharp rebound in the global markets overnight. So the US markets were up about 2.5 to almost about 2.75%. The European markets too were up anywhere from 1 to almost about 1.5%. And when we look at the Asian markets today morning, Nikkei is running away with gains of almost about 5.6%. The Shanghai market is up about 2.25% and the Hang Seng is up almost about 2.5%, and SGX Nifty is suggesting that we are going to open up about 110 points after a spectacular rally of almost close to 100 points in Nifty yesterday. So there is some kind of a relief rally which is going on across the markets and in our markets as well. In terms of flows, FIs were net sellers in the cash market to the tune of almost about 640 crore, and in the index futures they were buyers to the tune of about 810 crore, and the domestic institutions were sellers in the cash market to the tune of 447 crore. Overall, after a sharp knockdown in our markets, we've seen some spike up, but there is definitely a sense that since the FI flows continues to be negative, the markets might just provide some kind of a relief rally and again start turning volatile, because the overall sentiment, particularly on the monsoon front, operating performance of the corporates has not been great. So the short-term sentiment or the triggers with the market are clearly not that positive. On that note, I will invite our F&O expert to take us through important F&O cues and ideas that we can have from the derivative side.
Good morning friends. Now let's have a derivative check on the markets. Yesterday we have seen Nifty move up by around 2 percentage points, and it closed at 7720. The cost of carry has increased drastically. It has moved higher to 9.24 percentage points from 4.46, close to 100% jump. Whereas we have seen marginal addition in OI, around 3.6 lakh shares were added in open interest. So nothing much on that size, and open interest now stands at 2.5 crore shares. The PCR has also remained flattish at 0.95, whereas we have seen some sort of volatility has been cooled off, or VIX has come down from 26.35 in yesterday's session to 24.57. So we have seen a 6 to 7% reduction in that is IVs. And on the call option and put options front, we have seen a marginal reduction in open interest for 8,000 call, which has seen a reduction of 1.41%, whereas unusual activity was seen in 7,800 call, which has seen an addition of 24% in yesterday's trade. Whereas on the put side, we have seen reduction in OI for all the puts, that is 75 and 7600 have seen reduction in open interest in the range of 0.8% to 3%. So we have seen some sort of unwinding in the puts, and we have seen that strike prices of 75 to 7600 have seen reduction in OI. There are no securities in band period for today's trade, whereas on the FIS front, we have seen index futures. FIS have bought 802 crores. Index options, they were sellers to the tune of 1594 crores, whereas on the stock futures, they were sellers to the tune of 278 crores, and on the stock options front, they were sellers to the tune of 58.19 crores. On the view for today, we have seen that 5-day VWAP stands at lower range stands at 7700 and higher range stands at 7800, and SGX Nifty is currently quoting 112 points higher approximately, which is a level of 7848. So we feel that now going ahead, 7800 could act as a major support for the market if we open at the 7850 odd levels right now. That's it friends from the F&O sides. Thank you.
Friends, let me take you through Sharekhan pre-market action starting trading ideas. First of all, the long call on Indiabulls Housing Finance, as the company is likely to raise about 667.4 crore through a QIP route. The price is likely to be about 738.64. That's a positive for Indiabulls Housing, so one can go long there with a stop loss of 709 and a target of about 745 to about 760. Both TCS and Infosys have got clearance from the US Department of Labor's investigation into the alleged visa abuse. So that's a relief for both TCS and Infosys, so one can go long there with stop loss of 2490 and a target of about 2615 to about 2670. and Infosys with a stop loss of 1035 and a target of about 1090 to about 1115. And Hinduja Ventures has got clearance and a license from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting for the HITS, which is basically headed in the sky, which is digital television services. So one can go long on Hinduja Ventures with a stop loss of 357 and a target of about 376 to about 383. In other news and developments, Hindustan Unilever sells its bread and bakery business to Everstone's Niman Foods. Aditya Birla Group is going to apply for NBFC aggregator license with RBI, and M&M is close to buy Italian design firm as per media reports. And Sabha Infra sets issue price at about 103 per share for its fresh issue of about 4.13 crore shares, aggregating about 425 crore. The benchmark Singapore GRMs have firmed up to about $7 per barrel in the last 1 week compared to the low of about 5 barrels last 2 months. This is positive for the efficient refiners like Reliance among others. So this is a positive read-through for both Reliance and MRPL. ITC is planning to set up 3 new facilities to expand its FMCG business with a focus on enhancing in-house manufacturing to 70% of its production from about 30% current levels over the next 5 years, and that's a positive read-through for ITC. And the cabinet is likely to consider on Wednesday a proposal to increase DLS allowance to about 190%, 19% from about 113%, which if cleared will potentially benefit over 1 crore government employees. And lenders to sponge iron and steel manufacturer Monnet Ispat and Energy will convert a large portion of their loans into equity as a part of the strategic debt restructuring scheme. IBRCL is going to sell about 1,000 crore assets to pay its debt, and it will also seek shareholders' nod to raise up to 500 crore through a QIP. Navkar Corp is listing today. The street expects the issue to list at a discount to its issue price of 155, and the first stage of FM radio auctions ends after 125 rounds of bidding, and the total winning price comes to about 1156.9 crore versus the reserve price of about 460 crore. Stocks with positive and negative bias. Stocks with positive bias are Apollo Tyre, IOB and PNB. Stocks with negative bias are Eicher Motor, Amar Raja Battery and SKS Micro. Stocks for investment that we like at this point of time are Aditya Birla Nuvo, Britannia, HDFC Bank, TCS and Ultratech. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a good trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.